Okay, this is the Temptronics cooling and heating unit for the other piece, the Karl deck. I had it set this time to minus 65. As you can see, we're at temperature. The AC line is on. We're in manual mode. These are still your manual temperatures, as you see here. I have it set for the manual mode here, and to go to 50, which I have set as my second set point in this case, all I have to do is hit the button here, and it'll start heating up. You may hear the cooling tower change, and it'll begin to heat up. If you wanted to go into the automatic mode on this set, you would hit setup twice, and at that point it'll bring you to your last entry, wherever you are. And then using the arrow keys, you can step up and step down through the different parameters that are here. When you get, I'm going to go back to where I was, when you get back down to the one that you want to deal with, at that point you can hit enter. You can see parameters is flashing. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to go to value, and at that point I would change my ramp value to a different number, whatever you wanted it to be. When you were done, when you're ready to run it, at this point you would hit run, and it would go into the program mode. There we go. It would go into auto. And it shows you then that you're in cycle 1. Your set temperature 125. And even though we were heating manually, now it's actually taken over. This is the power switch for this particular unit. On top of this here we have the Karl unit. When you turn the main power on, this lamp will indicate, and at that point you'll be able to use your on or off, which will control the Karl PA200. Yeah, 200. I'd like to go around. This is the rear of the chiller for the Temptronics unit, and this is where you would put in your coolant. These are the hoses that are connected to the Karl, and this is the control cable from the Temptronics unit. You can see we've been cooling. Now this is frosting up because of the humid atmosphere in here. Okay, this is the Karl PA200. The scope, lamp, the chuck, and the chuck has been chilling, as we saw in the other part of the video, so it's collected some moisture on it, which I'll clean off, of course. To access the chuck, you can do it either through the computer or manually through the joystick box. In the joystick box, if you can watch this is why this is kind of good to see this. Chuck, I'm going to move the chuck. You can see the chuck moves in accordance with the joystick. By the same token, I can switch over to the microscope, and I can control the microscope via the joystick also. It also comes with control via the computer for the Karl. It says PA200 locked, but there's no password. And if I use these controls, which if you don't see this screen come up, you activate it up here. And then as you do these controls, you can see the same movements over there as you would with the manual. Your emergency stop switch is here. Your prober up and down is here. On this side of the system, are your connections for the vacuum, air pressure, and the cabling that goes to the back of the PA200 controller. Okay, so I've set the temperature, the high temperature now to 200 degrees. As you can see, we're at temperature. This is your actual, and it is controlling at that temperature. And you can see it's at 200 exactly. And it will maintain that temperature as long as you wish according to the parameters set in the manual.